On the edge of a quiet sea, far away from crowded cities and noisy streets, there stood a small cottage beside the shore. The cottage belonged to a young girl named Lena. Lena loved the ocean more than anything else in the world. Every evening, just before sunset, she would walk barefoot along the beach, listening to the soft rhythm of the waves as they rolled gently onto the sand. The ocean always made her feel calm, as if the sea carried secrets too peaceful for the rest of the world to understand. One evening, after a long rainy day, Lena wandered farther down the shore than she had ever gone before. The sky above her glowed softly with shades of silver and deep blue. The air smelled of salt and fresh rain. The beach was completely empty. Only the sound of waves remained. As Lena walked slowly through the wet sand, something caught her eye. Near the water's edge lay a small seashell unlike any she had ever seen. It shimmered softly beneath the moonlight. Its surface glowed faintly with pale blue light, almost as if tiny stars lived inside it. Lena knelt down carefully and picked it up. The shell felt warm in her hands. Not hot, just gently warm, alive somehow. She held it close to her ear, expecting to hear the ocean like ordinary shells. But instead, she heard music, soft, distant, beautiful. Lena's eyes widened. The melody sounded peaceful, like a lullaby carried across the sea. And then, the shell began glowing brighter. Before Lena could react, the world around her slowly faded away. The sound of waves disappeared. The beach vanished, and suddenly, Lena found herself standing somewhere impossible. She stood beneath a glowing sky filled with floating stars. The air shimmered softly around her, and ahead stretched an endless ocean unlike anything she had ever seen. Its water glowed silver beneath the light of two enormous moons hanging in the sky. Tiny islands floated gently above the sea like drifting clouds. The entire world felt calm, dreamlike, beautiful. Lena looked down at the shell still resting in her hands. "What is this place?" she whispered. "A world forgotten by time." The voice was soft and peaceful. Lena turned quickly. Standing nearby was an old woman dressed in flowing robes the color of moonlight. Her silver hair moved gently even though there was no wind. "Who are you?" Lena asked quietly. The woman smiled kindly. "I am the keeper of tides." Lena looked around in amazement. "This place is inside the shell." The keeper nodded slowly. "Long ago, this world existed beside your own. But as people became louder and more restless, they forgot how to find it." The glowing sea moved gently beneath the floating islands. Lena felt strangely peaceful standing there, as if the world itself was breathing softly around her. "Why did the shell bring me here?" she asked. The keeper looked at her carefully. "Because your heart was searching for quiet." Lena lowered her eyes. She knew it was true. Lately, her thoughts had felt heavy, restless, like waves during a storm. The keeper walked slowly toward the glowing shore. "Come," she whispered. Lena followed her. As they walked, the glowing sand beneath their feet shimmered gently like stardust. In the distance, enormous glowing whales floated peacefully through the sky instead of the sea. Soft lights drifted through the air like sleeping fireflies. Everything moved slowly, calmly, as though time itself had fallen asleep. "This world listens," the keeper said softly. "To what?" Lena asked. "To the things people hide deep inside themselves." The glowing waves rolled gently beside them. Every fear left unspoken, every sadness carried alone, every exhausted thought. The keeper touched the surface of the silver water. Tiny glowing lights rose slowly from the sea. "What are those?" Lena whispered. "Released burdens," the keeper replied. Lena stared silently at the floating lights. The keeper turned toward her. "You carry many things inside you too." Lena swallowed quietly. She wanted to deny it, but she couldn't. Sometimes she felt tired for reasons she didn't fully understand. Sometimes her thoughts became so loud she wished she could simply rest from them. The keeper smiled gently. "You may leave them here for tonight." Lena looked toward the glowing ocean. "How?" "Listen." The world became still. The waves slowed. The floating lights drifted softly through the air. And beneath it all, Lena heard something. A deep peaceful rhythm, like the heartbeat of the sea itself. Slowly, she closed her eyes. She breathed in the cool glowing air. And one by one, her thoughts began to soften. The worries she carried no longer felt sharp or heavy. Instead, they drifted gently through her mind like clouds moving across the sky. Then suddenly, A small glowing light rose from her chest. It floated slowly upward. Lena opened her eyes in surprise. The keeper smiled. "You are letting go." More lights followed, each one carrying a worry, a fear, a quiet sadness she no longer needed to hold so tightly. The glowing ocean welcomed every light gently into its waves. Lena felt lighter with each passing moment. Her breathing slowed. Her heart became calm. For the first time in a very long while, her mind became quiet, not empty, just peaceful. The keeper guided her toward a small floating island covered in silver grass. "You should rest now," she whispered. Lena lay down beneath the glowing sky. The grass felt soft and warm beneath her. Above her, the two moons shimmered peacefully. The sound of the glowing ocean wrapped gently around her like a lullaby. "Will I stay here forever?" Lena asked sleepily. The keeper smiled softly. "No." Lena's eyes grew heavy. "But this place will remain inside you." The floating lights drifted slowly across the sky. The silver waves whispered quietly below, and wrapped in the peaceful glow of the hidden world inside the seashell. Lena finally fell asleep. Deep, calm, restful sleep. When morning came, Lena awoke back on the beach beside the sea. The waves rolled softly onto the sand. The sky glowed pale gold with sunrise. For a moment, she wondered if it had all been a dream. Then she looked down. The glowing shell still rested quietly in her hand. Its soft blue light flickered once, like a gentle goodbye. Lena smiled faintly. From that day forward, whenever life felt too loud or heavy, she would walk beside the ocean once again. And though the hidden world never fully appeared again, she always remembered the feeling it gave her. Peace, stillness, rest, and far beyond the horizon. Inside the secret world hidden within the seashell, the silver ocean continued glowing beneath the endless stars.